was actually a blueprint copied straight from America. That's right. Slavery, Jim Crow, segregation, right? That same playbook used to oppress Black people here was handed over to the European rulers of South Africa. Now, let's talk a little bit more about how a white supremacy system moves as one global system. Apartheid officially began in 1948, but its foundation had been strong for quite some time, well before then. The white settlers of South Africa, mainly Dutch and British folks, saw how the U.S. was able to control Black people through slavery and Jim Crow. They studied it, they copied it, and they created their own version. So when I say they know the assignment, these are some of the things that I'm talking about. They're very aware of the things that need to happen in order to create oppressive measures. Now, like Jim Crow, apartheid forced Black South Africans into separate but inferior spaces. And like in the US, they couldn't vote, they couldn't own land in white areas, and they couldn't move freely. Of course, this was not unique to South Africa. It should make you think about what happened here during the civil rights era and before. This is a white supremacist global strategy. Okay, it's just part of the playbook again. Now, apartheid wasn't just supported by South Africa either. It was funded and protected by America. Yeah, the US government and corporations made billions of dollars off of South Africa's resources, all while pretending to condemn apartheid publicly. The CIA helped capture Nelson Mandela, labeling him as a terrorist for fighting against colonial rule. American companies, including Coca-Cola and IBM, made millions off of cheap Black labor under apartheid. The US didn't want apartheid to end. They wanted to continue to profit. Now, before the Dutch and the British arrived, the land belonged to Black South Africans, of course. Like I always say, Africa is for African people. But when the white settlers came, they took the best land for themselves, forcing Black people into homelands, if you will. Small, overcrowded areas designed to keep chaos going, designed to keep poverty at the forefront. And even after apartheid ended in 1994, the land was never given back. Imagine that. Today, whites make up less than 10% of South Africa's population, but they own more than 70% of the land.